Hello and welcome to another radtoots.com ActionScript tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to explain how we create movie clips using ActionScript, and then how to use the keyboard to control those movie clips. So if I go over here to my library, you can see that I have 4 of these movie clips here already created, and what these basically are is they are walking, they're images of this character walking left, right, up, and down. Now, I'm going to create a new movie clip here that incorporates all 4 of these movie clips, and you will see why in a second. So I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to insert new symbol, and we'll call this character, and this is the main movie clip that we're going to be working with. And we're going to be creating an instance of this movie clip from within our ActionScript on our root ActionScript frame here. So the first thing we need to do before we can create a movie clip using ActionScript is we want to right-click on the movie clip in our library that we're going to create with our ActionScript, and we want to select this linkage button here. And what we have to do before we can create one of these movie clips with our ActionScript is we have to export this movie clip for our ActionScript. So if you click on this little checkbox here, and we'll just leave the name, the identifier is the name that we use to refer to this movie clip from our ActionScript. So we'll just keep that as the word character and hit OK. And now we can come up here to our ActionScript and we can create a new movie clip using that identifier. But first, what we want to do is we want to actually put something in this movie clip so we can tell that we've actually created this movie clip. And when I say create movie clip, I mean we're going to create an instance of it within our canvas here. So let's go into this character movie clip, and let's make 4 frames, 4 keyframes, 1 for each direction that our character is going to be facing. And then once we have our 4 keyframes in our character movie clip, we'll just click and drag each one of these animations into each one of these keyframes up here. So there's down, and then we'll put left, and then we'll put right in the second keyframe, and then we'll put the up animation in our first keyframe. Now we want these all to be lined up, so we'll just click on the movie clip in each frame, and we'll just come down here to our properties panel, and we'll set our X and Y coordinates for each of these movie clips to 0. And this will just make sure that the animation is smooth and lined up. And you'll notice that if I were to manually create this movie clip and test it, he's just spinning around in circles. That's okay for now, because we're going to determine which direction he's facing based on our keyboard buttons. So let's go ahead and let's figure out how to create an instance of this character movie clip on our canvas here. Let me just close this. The command we want to use for attaching a movie clip is, first we want to say which movie clip we're attaching the movie clip to, and we're going to be attaching it to our root movie clip. And the command is attach movie. And this function has 3, as you can see here, it has 3 parameters that we need to set. We need to set the ID name, which is the linkage name that we set when we went to linkage in our library here. So that's going to be character, and then there's new name. We separate our parameters with a comma here, and then there's new name, which is another string variable, and this is going to be the name, the actual instance name of the movie clip that we're creating. So let's just call it char for short. And then last but not least is depth, and depth is basically a number that indicates what layer or how deep on your layers the movie clip is going to be. And the easiest way to do this is just to use root dot get next highest depth, and that'll basically take a look at your root, and it'll just set your new movie clip to the most appropriate depth. So if we test this, we can see that our movie clip has been attached to our root movie clip here. So let's say we want to position our movie clip that we created. We refer to it using the instance name, which we set here to char, and we could set our variables such as our x variable or our y coordinate position. So if we set those to 100 and then test it, you can see that he's now down here. But the first thing we want to really do is we want to move this movie clip around using our keyboards, or keyboard buttons, or arrow keys in this case. So this is how we do that. Every time our character movie clip enters the frame, we are going to run this function to detect which of our arrow keys are pressed down and move the movie clip according to which arrow key is down. And the way we do this is we use some if statements. So we say if key, which refers to our keyboard, and then we use the is down variable. So if this key is down, then we run this code here. So we want to indicate which key we are detecting. And the way we do that is we use our keyboard object again, and we use the word up, down, left, or right. So let's start with up, and you have to use capitals. And I'm just going to use a trace function, and I'm going to trace the word up just to test to see if this is working. So I'm going to go ahead and save this file first. And now let's test to see if our key up detection is working. So I'm going to hit the up key, and there we see. Now if I hold it down, it's just going to print off a whole bunch of those ups. But we see that it is detecting our keyboard. So mission accomplished. So let's just go ahead and copy and paste this 4 times or 3 times. And we'll just go and change these to left, down, and right, and test it again just to make sure we know what we're doing here. Down, right, and up. So far, so good.